Welcome to this tutorial on the Holiday Jamboree blanket, part 6 of 6. So now that you have completed your knotted ridge, and I am switching colors here, you'll do 7 rounds of Tunisian Knit Stitch. And once you get your 7 done, we'll come back for the next part of the pattern for this section. Now for the 8th round, we'll continue doing knit stitch, but if you want to change colors for the star pattern that will be coming up on the 9th round, you can go ahead and change it here on the 8th round. And if you're not wanting to change color, you could just keep doing another round of knit stitch. Do this 8th round of knit stitch, and we'll be right back with the rest of this pattern. So if you've completed 8 rounds of Tunisian knit stitch, rounds 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 are going to be different for this portion of this section. We will be starting with a knit stitch. We'll be starting with 6 knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then once you have your 6 knit stitches up, we're going to Tunisian Simple Stitch 5 together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5. So we just got rid of 5 stitches. We have 1 on our hook. So now we need to replace that with 4 more. So how we're going to end up doing that is we're going to yarn over, go back in all 5, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Now we have 3 on our hook. We have 2 more to go. So there's another yarn over, and then back in to all 5 of those, yarn over and pull up a loop. Now we have our 5 back on our hook. And then we do 5 knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to simple stitch 5 together again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yarn over and pull through all 5. Again, we got to get these stitches back that we just took off. We have 1 on our hook, so we need to add 4 more. So there's number 2, and then we go back through all that 5. Yarn over and pull up a loop. We're up to 3. Now we need to add 2 more. So a yarn over and go back through all 5. Yarn over and pull up that loop. And that is the pattern. It is 5 knit stitches with the simple stitch 5 together. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And when you're doing your return pass, you treat each yarn over as its own individual stitch. I'll show you that here in just a second. So this is what your return pass will look like. You will have your bunches, and you're just going to treat them as an individual stitch. I'll show you that here in just a second. So you'll just yarn over and just go through one of those loops. Yarn over, go through one of the loops, yarn over, go through one of the loops, yarn over, go through one of the loops, yarn over, go through the last loop. Again, you'll yarn over and just go through one of the loops. Go nice and slow so you don't slip through loops. Yarn over, go through another one, yarn over. You're treating it as if it was its own individual stitch because it is. And then we're going to turn it around so we can see the front side. And this is the front side. This is the star stitch. And we're going to be doing this in the pattern. So you'll do this round number 9 with your star stitches. And then we're going to come back for round 10. So now that you have completed round 9 for this section, we will be doing a round of knit stitches where we did knit stitches and then simple stitches into our star stitch. So when you get to your star stitch, you'll just pull up a simple stitch, which is just pull up, go under the bar, yarn over, and pull up a loop. Go under the bar, yarn over, pull up a loop. And you're going to do that for every star stitch section. That's going to help give us our star stitch form. And then where we did our knit stitches, you'll just continue with your knit stitch. You'll do that for round 10, which is this round, and then we're going to come back for round 11. So now that you have finished round 10, we are starting round 11. We'll start with 3 knit stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to simple stitch 5 together, doing the star stitch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you're going to yarn over and pull through all 5. Yarn over, go right back into that 5. 1, 2, 4, 5. Pull up another loop. And one more time. Yarn over and go right back in. Now we're at the position of where we did our last star stitch. We're going to put knit stitches into those spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're just going to repeat where we did these 5 knit stitches. Now we're going to do our simple stitch 5 together, our star stitch. So you'll simple stitch 5 together, yarn over, go back in, pull up another loop, and then yarn over and go back in so we can get that 5 loops back on our hook. and then we're at a previous star stitch, so we're going to put knit stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're at our previous knit stitches, and we'll do a star stitch again. And that is the pattern you're going to follow. Where you did your 5 knit stitches, you'll do your star stitch. Where you did your star stitch, you'll put knit stitches in the top loops. So go ahead and do that for round 11, and then we'll come back for round 12. So now we're on to round 12. Round 12 will be the exact same as round 10, where we'll just put knit stitches where knit stitches are. And simple stitches into our star stitch. So you'll just grab the star stitch post and just put a simple stitch into it. And you'll do that all the way around, and then we'll come back for round 13. For round 13, we will start with our 5 simple stitches together, doing our star stitch, yarn over, pull up that loop, yarn over, go back through those 5, yarn over, and go right back through that 5, get those 5 back on our hook. And then in the prior star stitch, you will just put knit stitches. And then simple stitch 5 together, do the star stitch where we did our knit stitches. So we'll go right here and do our simple stitch 5 together. Yarn over, pull up that loop, pull it all the way through. Yarn over, go back through those 5. Yarn over, pull that loop up. We have 3 loops on our hook again. Now we need to do 2 more, so we'll just yarn over and go right back through that 5, yarn over, and pull up that loop. Now we have our 5 back. So just continue that pattern for this round, and then we'll come back for round 14. So for round 14, if you change colors for the star stitch section, this is the round you'll be changing your color back. So for round 14, we're just going to pull up knit stitches in the knit stitch and then simple stitches in the star. Again, that is knit stitches in the knit stitch and then the simple stitches into the star stitch, because the simple stitch helps give the star stitch its form. Go ahead and do your round 14, and then we're going to come back for round 15. For rounds 15 through 22, you'll be just pulling up knit stitches as we did below. You'll do 8 rounds, which again is rounds 15 through round 22. And then we'll come back and finish the last part of this blanket. So now that you have completed your 8 rounds, rounds 15 through 22 of your knit stitch, we will be doing the knotted ridge. The knotted ridge is timestamped in part 1 of 6. But it is a round of knit stitch, 2 rounds of purl, a round of knit stitch with the afghan knot on the return pass every 2 stitches, a round of knit stitch to help push the Afghan knot forward, 2 rounds of purl, and 1 round of knit stitch. And you will stop at the very last stitch of the second round of the purl stitch, because the knotted ridge consists of a knit stitch, 2 purls, knit stitch with the Afghan knot on the return pass, another knit stitch, then 2 rounds of purl. Normally 1 round of knit stitch, but we're going to be using the knit stitch as our close off. So go ahead and do the knotted ridge, and then we'll come back for the very last part of this blanket. So when we're doing our last round of our purl stitch, since we want to do our bind off, this last stitch, which is right before our increase, that is the last stitch we will not put a purl in, because that is technically the start of the next round. So pull up your purl stitches until that last stitch, because again, this is the increase. You'll hold off here and then do your return pass, and I'll meet you when we have at least 4 loops left on our hook, and we will switch and start doing our bind off. See you in just a second. So since we have 4 loops on our hook, what we're going to end up doing, since the knit stitch round of the knotted ridge will be our bind off / close off, you're just going to go ahead and do your return pass completely through, because we're going to use this yarn input as our knit stitch close off. Let me flip it around, I'll be right back. So what you'll end up doing is just doing a knit stitch in every stitch and slipping it off. And even here in the where we did our increase, and then when you go all the way around and then come back, you want to go to this side past where we started it, and then go through the top loops and just for a few past, and then you will be good to go. Go ahead and trim off your yarn, weave in your ends, and your blanket will be done. Now, if you found this tutorial helpful, please consider giving me a like and subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And leave me a comment. I do like to chit chat. Thank you. That ends part 6 of 6. Until next time, folks, keep stitching.